Hi everyone, it's Phil London and we are going to do another Pilates level 2 class today. You will only need a sweat towel, and by the way, I have been using a longer towel with my privates, so if you have a dish towel that's more shoulder width, I would recommend that, and just a yoga block. Okay, but like always, I will give variations if you don't have those tools. If you don't have a towel, you can use a band. If you don't have a yoga block, you can use a mini ball. Just get creative with whatever you have at home. You can always go back to the beginning of my showcase, so you can do the beginner level styled Pilates classes and work up to what's going to be today an intermediate level. But don't worry, I will give modifications if you don't have these props and if you are new to Pilates. So let's get started. We're gonna warm up through the shoulder girdle. I always try to do something different every week with the shoulders and the breathing. So let's inhale, raise the arms up to the ceiling. Let's exhale, pull them down and feel your scapula glide down. Feel your shoulders down your back. We're gonna inhale, lift. We're gonna exhale, pull. Good, we're gonna inhale, lift. And we're gonna exhale, pull. Just know that if you're sitting cross-legged, you could be kneeling or standing if that's more comfortable to you. Let's inhale, press out towards the camera, and exhale, feel horizontal rowing as you pull your arms back. Inhale, and exhale. Good, it just feels so good to turn on the back especially. Now I mentioned that I go for a walk before this filming all the time, but today I didn't. But I've been training all day, sitting, watching people on a tablet. So turning on these back muscles is amazing to me. Now inhale. I want you in a right angle to raise your arms up, but tug on that towel. Exhale, I want you to pull it back down, okay? So like a goalpost where you would kick a football for the win. Exhale. Wow, this is pretty amazing. I actually have never taught this. I've been using the skinnier sweat towels, the shorter one, and exhale to pull. And now literally this longer one has great resistance. I'm keeping isometric tension, the deepest form of contraction, just the most boring. So by gesturing we're gonna do a couple more because these feel so good. I can't wait for you to try them. And exhale to pull, inhale. Awesome. I'm going to take it for a set of 8, but if you needed a break before that, please just take your arms down by your sides. Oh my God, this might be my new favorite exercise. Last one. And exhale. Nice job. Reach the arms straight up and exhale, side bend over. Good. Inhale, lift. And exhale, side bend over. Inhale, lift. One more time each side. Side bend. And lift, side bend, and lift. Awesome. And then from here, I'm gonna turn my side, because changing where you work out digitally is really important. And last week, AKA Tuesday, I filmed Tuesday, I filmed looking to the right. So I'm gonna film looking to the left today. Flex the abdominals. Put the yoga block between the thighs. Take a nice big inhale and a nice big exhale as you roll down through each articulation all the way through to your neutral. Relax the shoulders back and down. We're going to do a hip roll. Since that yoga block is there, pull your heels in a little closer to your butt. Why not? We'll go into the hip rolls first, then the heel taps. Inhale. We're going to still connect and hold and feel the scapula draw down. Inhale. On the exhale, roll through an imprint. Squeeze your glutes. Roll your hips off the mat into your bridge. Inhale. And exhale, roll back down through each articulation all the way through to your neutral pelvis. We're going to do it again. Roll through an imprint. Squeeze your glutes. Roll your hips off the mat into your bridge. Remember, you want to look and then move. All right? And roll slowly back down. I want to connect with you. It is my job. I say this every week. But you do not want to look at me throughout your whole workout. You especially do not want to bridge with your head turned. That is how you will strain down your neck through your scapula, okay, through the shoulder blades. All right, when you get that terrible pain running down the inside of your shoulder blade when you turn your head, that's the area that will be strained. Roll through an imprint, squeeze your glutes, roll your hips off the mat into your bridge. Now, let me tell you, this stability challenge is going to be extremely hard with the towel up here. If you need to have your hands down by your sides, as most of you might, we're going to do that instead. We're going to inhale, reach. We're going to exhale, draw. I've done this a couple of times in my other classes. We're going to inhale, reach. We're going to exhale, draw. Scapula engaged. We're going to inhale, reach. We're going to exhale, pull. We're going to inhale, reach, and exhale, pull. Again, if you need your hands down by your sides, please take it. Keep your head neutral. Even if you can get that device streamed to a television up here and draw it back in, especially with Vimeo, that's possible. It's harder to do on your privates with Zoom, but with Vimeo, you can put me there, and then that's probably even healthier than turning to the side. Squeeze each glute. Don't tip the hips. Ready? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We're going to stay right here. We're going to pulse up 8. Exhale, 7, 6. Now, 5. If you need a break, you can always drop your hips down and join us when you're ready. We're going to do some gesturing arms. Pick up your towel. If your hands were down by your sides, bring it up. We're going to inhale, raise the arms over by your hairline. We're going to exhale, pull. We're going to inhale, raise the arms over your hairline. Exhale, pull. Remember, you could do this with your hips down. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale to pull. Inhale, exhale to pull. 4 more. Squeeze the glutes. Inhale and exhale, pull. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, pull. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, pull. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, pull. Stay here on the inhale. Inhale through that nose and exhale, roll the spine all the way down. Reach articulation all the way through to your neutral. Now with that yoga block there, we're going to straighten out and slide the legs. Okay? Feel the yoga block go wherever it needs to be comfortable. Reach the arms over by your hairline. I love the roll up. Inhale, arms over chest height, gently pull out. Nod, chin, curl, flex. Roll up, rounded shape for your feet. Inhale, start rolling back. Exhale, finish rolling down. And reach the arms over by your hairline. Awesome. Inhale, arms over chest height. Nod your chin, curl and flex, roll up, rounded shape. Now, weekly, we have been rolling straight back. On this roll down, we're going to do what's called an arm sweep. That's what I'm calling it, okay? So we're rolling down, all right? We're going to roll down and swing your arms over to the right, over to the left, back and center, nod chin, curl, flex, roll up. I am not rolling up in an oblique, but you can. It's a Cadillac exercise. We're going to go to the left this time. But for today, the purposes will be you'll roll down and then sweep the arms in that circular motion. Nod your chin. Let's learn, then grow. Okay, guys? Nod, chin, curl, flex, roll up, rounded shape. Inhale, start rolling back. Exhale, finish rolling down. I absolutely love these. They just came to me. Nod, chin, curl, flex. Good. In fact, I filmed a regular roll-up, edited it out, and then put this in instead because it came to mind. Some days I'm super creative, and some days I'm stale. And my last workout, I felt a little stale while I was filming, but then this came to mind today. So amazing. So those are the roll-ups with a little bit of that feeling of that sweeping motion and circular motion. I love those. I can't wait to show them to my clients. Okay. You guys are getting the sneak peek. You're getting everything first. I know the advanced repertoire, but I am not an advanced Pilates student, okay? And you don't have to be an instructor. You just have to know how to teach the advanced repertoire. If you need your hands down by your sides, gently rock your pelvis into an imprint, okay? So that's my point. I'm not even advanced, but here it's an intermediate class. Roll the shoulders and gently rock your pelvis into an imprint. So here it's harder to keep your arms up and rock your pelvis and feel the tension pull, okay? Return to neutral. But if you are new, gently rock your pelvis into an imprint. There's gonna be a lot of variations that I say, hey, do this if you're new. Please do that. It's so helpful to me and it's so good for your body. Okay, gently rock your pelvis into the imprint. All right, and then we're going to bring the legs up. And boy, I haven't done brace in a while. So we're going to think about brace. Brace is when we reach, okay? It can be arms and legs. So we're going to inhale, prepare. We're going to exhale. Take your right leg, brace into that towel, okay? And then draw back in. Remember, you can brace into the floor. That's going to be easier. Exhale, brace away. Maintain that imprint. Good. Now the next one's going to be a tap. So we're going to tap the right heel. That's going to be easier. And if you need to keep taps instead of long lever, please do. Perfect. Let's try the long lever again, but it is optional. Okay, we're bracing out and in. We're bracing out and in. Now we're going to tap. Okay. Now I get that click in my hip. I get a pop when I brace out. I've got to work deeper in my ab layer. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go a little higher and I'm going to, okay, I didn't pop that time. It's about the deep work. It's about your own homework here. Now, I can't breathe like that during a class. I can show you what it will look like, but I can't do that and talk and demo. So often when I teach, it's not the workout for me. I can't stabilize that move, but you can at home. And I'm going to give you the tools. We're going to do one more round. Brace. I'm going to work that harder side for me. And I did not click again just now. But I had to work that deep, that hard, that imprinted in order to not have that click. Good, guys. And last one. Take a nice big inhale and a nice big exhale as you return your feet back down, one and then the other. We're going to leave the towel by our side where we can grab it for later. We're going to flip over onto the belly. Tip of the nose is on the mat. I warm up almost every week like this. So we're going to inhale, prepare. We're going to exhale, lightly extend the spine. Inhale, stay. And exhale, lower it back down. Inhale, prepare. Exhale as you lightly extend the spine. Inhale, stay. And exhale to lower it back down. One more time. Lightly extend the spine. Inhale, stay. And exhale, lower it back down. Nice. We're going to grab the towel. We're going to lengthen it behind the back. I have been doing this the last couple of weeks. And with the longer towel, I think it's going to be perfect. Inhale, draw your shoulders back in line with the ears. Exhale, you're going to hover off the mat. Inhale, you're going to stay and gently I'm pulling apart. And exhale to return to release back down. We're going to do it again. Roll the shoulders. Exhale to hover. Inhale to stay. Don't come up too high. Exhale to lower. I believe I was too high on that last rep. So inhale, shoulders back in line with the ears. I'm going to come up less. I was because I was feeling it low thoracic, guys. I'm going to really tell you how it is. Inhale. And exhale. Sometimes I don't know I've had bad form until I'm filming and then editing. Roll the shoulders and then hover. We're going to stay right here, very low. We're going to pulse up 8. Exhale, 7, 6. Pull it apart, 5. Breathe at 4, 3. You want to keep your neck long. Don't overflex. Don't overextend. And 1. Inhale, stay. And exhale, lower it back down. Let the shoulders round forward. Okay, we did this last week too. Put the toes in the towel. This is optional. You can grab your heel. You can grab your leg of your pant. You can grab your toe or heel, whatever works better for you. But if you are flexible enough to put your feet in, we're going to inhale as we expand upward. And we're going to exhale as we release back down. Let the shoulders round forward. Inhale as we expand up. And exhale as we release it back down. You can hear how much work I'm doing here. This one is so hard for me. Roll the shoulders back. It is your belly down wheel, okay? If you were to do this lying on your back, you'd push up with your hands. If you want to stay in rock for 4, 3, try to be even in the pubic bone. Try not to dip to the right or left. 1 more rock. And then slowly lower back down. I find that to be so hard, guys. All right, we're going to let that towel go. We're going to bring it over our head, and we're going to slide it into XWs. Hover off the mat. We're going to pull it down in front of the nose. Again, not chin jutted out. Okay, that's tablet and forward head. We're going to slide and reach it back out. We're going to exhale, pull. Good. So I feel it rubbing against my nose because that's how low I am to the ground, and that's the thickness of this towel. We draw it in, but my hands are not touching. My towel is, although your hands can be touching. If you need to slide, like right now my hands are touching the ground, that's fine. Okay, we're going to pull and then reach. Pull and then reach. Okay, 2 more. Come on. Pull. Keep that neck neutral. It's really important not to overextend it or overflex it, guys. 1 more time. All right, I'm going to work a lot of extension with you. Strengthening that back and then working flexibility is going to be key for avoiding injuries at the low back. Now, inhale, prepare. Exhale all your limbs up. And then lower back down on the inhale. And exhale all the limbs up, not the neck. And then lower. If you can come up higher, awesome. I can't. Exhale. Okay, like you're Superman here. 1 more time. Good. And then lower it back down. Nice. You're going to bring that back, put that towel down, push yourself back onto all fours. We're going to have your shoulders directly over your wrists, your hips directly over the knees. We're going to inhale, prepare. After all that spine work, we're going to cat stretch. Simple, simple right here. Curl at the lumbar. Walk through each articulation of the spine. And then drop the crown of the head. Inhale. And exhale, extend that lumbar spine. Glide the shoulders down your back and walk your spine to neutral. Head is the last thing to come up. Okay, make sure not to collapse in the scapula. Lumbar to head is so much easier for me. Inhale, prepare, exhale, tuck through that imprint, roll into that lumbar. Good. And then extend back to neutral and walk it back to your neck is neutral to that entire spine, okay? Making sure we're holding the abs in. Everything is being pulled in tight. And let's reverse it. Let's go dropping through the head and neck, rounding through the upper back, pressing through the heel of the hand. See that expansion? And then inhale, lift the head, glide the shoulders down your back, move through your middle back, then into your lower back, then into your sacrum. Okay, I showed a couple modifications in past weeks. Forearms, let's do 1 more. You can choose those now. Round, drop the head, round through the upper back, middle back, lower back, sacrum region. Really press through the heel of the hand. Inhale, lift, glide the shoulders down your back and walk through that neutral pelvis. Nice job. We're going to inhale, prepare. We're going to exhale, press back. Okay, we're going to claw the mat. Okay, a little different today, clawing the mat. I have done that one of the weeks. Press through the heel of the hand, really fire into the left. Claw into the mat. 1 more time, claw into the mat. That will spread out the fascia of the fingers. Good. And then from here, we're going to roll out of it 1 vertebrae at a time, where your shoulders are over your ribs are over your hips are over your heels. All right, guys, like always, we are going to do a roll down to the mat to do an ab series. Inhale, you're going to prepare. Exhale, curl and flex your body over your thighs. Inhale, prepare, and exhale, roll down to the mat. Now, you can keep your hands behind the head as usual. You can use a band, or today you can grab the towel. It's going to be actually pretty challenging. You're going to feel a lot of triceps. We're going to inhale lower. We're going to exhale, flex. Your head is completely supported by this towel. If it is not and you cannot figure it out, do not worry about it. Put your hands behind your head like you normally do. If you want to, you can hold the towel. It will cause a resistance behind you. But if you're not holding your head and it's like on the top of your head, it's just not going to work. Okay? Exhale to flex. You have to make sure you're pulling, okay? And you're not over pulling your hand. We're going to inhale, prepare. We're going to exhale, flex your right knee into the chest. Inhale to return. Where you should get extremely tired is under your armpit and through the tricep. Exhale, flex the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, flex. Now, I do this little sneaky thing in my Pilates mat classes that people seem to love. And I have not done it yet here in virtual world. I do abs, butt, abs, butt, abs, butt. Okay, but for the purposes of, I haven't met many of you, almost all of you, exhale, flex. I'm trying to put what everybody thinks Pilates is in this mat class. But it doesn't have to be one or the other. We can mix it. Exhale. Are your triceps burning? Mine are. Okay. We're going to bring the legs into tabletop, and we're going to pulse up 8, and then I'm going to give you a butt exercise, 7. So I'm going to mesh the ab and the butt series together. That's how I teach. People absolutely love it in Coolidge Corner. And last one. Good. I personally love it. We're going to give a break to the abs and, oh my God, the triceps. We're going to put the feet down. Okay. So we're going to do a bridge now. Abs, butt, exhale, bridge. Now the last couple of weeks, if you love an ab series and you don't feel enough burn from breaking up the abs and the glutes, turn on one of my old videos, okay? But I have to make sure I'm teaching to everybody. And there are a lot of people who love this style. They cannot go through 8 ab exercises in a row without a break. So this is really for them, but the class is still overall going to feel challenging. So don't be so worried if the ab series wasn't hard enough, okay? Let's stay up and bridge up 8. You know, there's this misconception and this thought process. I did a really good workout if I did squats, push-ups, and crunches. Well, only one of those will take care of your whole your posterior chain, the squats. And maybe not if you flex your hips too much. We're holding, inhale. So this is going to turn on both sides of the body one after another, which is how I prefer to train. And then roll the spine down through each articulation all the way through to your neutral. I could tell I was tight. I was wobbling, so make sure that you're rolling down even. Let's go back to the abs. You do not need the towel. Hands behind the head. Legs in the tabletop. Roll the shoulders back and down. We're going to twist and do a pyramid. We're going to do 4 times to the right. We're going 4. Inhale, center. 3. Inhale, center. 2. Same side, guys. 1. Inhale, center. Other side. And this is the side I have to work on that hip. I didn't pop, probably because I worked really hard during the warm-up, but I can't forget about it. It's always got to be in the forefront of my brain. 3 to the other side. Here we go. Pyramid down. Exhale, 3. Inhale, center. 2. Inhale, center. 1. Inhale, center. Other side. Exhale, 3. Inhale, center. 2. Inhale, center. 1. Inhale, center. Ready? Other side. Exhale, 2. Inhale, center. 2. Inhale, center. 1. If you are sore in your triceps tomorrow, you can thank me for this position. 1 and 1. We're doing 4 ones, guys. Here we go. Exhale, 1. Inhale, center. Exhale, 1. 3 more. Exhale, 1. Exhale, 1. I'll tell you right now, by doing that butt work right before my oblique twist, I am not clicking at all, and I'm not trying that hard not to click. You see? Exhale, 1. So when you turn on the right muscles, you benefit. Pulse. 8. Breathe at 7. My triceps. 4. 3. Not even the abs hurt. 2, because I got endurance from 1 all those weeks that I taught that endurance ab series, which I don't prefer to do, but I think I got stronger. That's the proof. You keep trying, you'll get stronger. Rest back down. Whew. All right. Butt work it is. Okay. Roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, bridge. Roll the shoulders. Okay? We've got 1 foot on the yoga block, 1 foot on the floor. Exhale, bridge. Now, I'm like, where do I want to go? I know I have a concept in mind, but I want to go here. Okay. Roll the shoulders back and down. Just know that you can take your right foot off the yoga block. You absolutely can. But we're going to give it a shot. Develope in and up. And exhale, return and release. Exhale, develope in and up. And exhale, return and release. Develope in and up. And I thought about it. I was like, do I really want to do this? And I was like, yes, develope in and up. And exhale, return and release. Good. Develop a in and up and hold. I'm only going to do 4, but I'm going to build on these. Okay. Flex the left leg down to the height of the opposite thigh. Inhale, point and lift. What this extra elevation from the yoga block is going to do is really challenge extra height. If you go longer or you lift heavier weights or you go faster, you challenge the movement. Okay. Staying in here, bend this knee. Make sure it's not hanging down. It's in inflection. We pulse it up, 8. Exhale, 7, 6. Now I'm going to keep going because bridge series is my favorite part of class. 2 and 1. If you need a break, you drop your hips and you can do the gesture tap there. Otherwise, we tap down and slowly lift. Now, I did this in another workout without the yoga block. So that's where you would practice this move. This is pretty intense though. But I love this butt work. I want lifted glutes. When I do flexion, my abs tend to pooch out. So I love this for core and butt. Now, pulse if you can. If you can't, roll down. Just hug this knee into the chest. We're pulsing 8. Exhale, 7, 6. Breathe it, 5. I know this is a lot of endurance, guys, but the last couple of weeks I did a lot of ab endurance, and now here's the butt. Now, hug this knee into the chest and roll the spine down. Now keep hugging this knee in and just straighten this leg on the yoga block. Hold it, 4. And you know what? If you want deeper stretch, we talked about this the last 2 weeks. Roll the shoulders back and down. 2 and 1. Nice job. If you want to ankle roll, you can. And release. All right. We're going to switch that side. We're going to do all of these variations on this side. Roll the shoulders back and down. All right. I'm a little scared. Let's warm up. You have to feel what you did on the first side. Let's bridge up. We have to mimic whatever we did on the right on the left. But boy, my right hamstring glute is talking to me. I can feel it. I can hear it. Do not worry. I'm going back to abs in a moment. Okay. Develop A. Down with control. Now from here, develop A in and up, and we flex it down and lift. Now I only did 4 of these. I will progress these to 8. But we did do, bend that knee, pull it in a little bit, keep that right angle, we pulse it 8. And then we did 8 taps because the shorter lever with the bent knee might be just a little bit easier today than that long lever. And now we hold, and yeah, if you wonder if I'm tired, I am. This is screaming. But you know what? When I'm not doing my single leg bridge work, I notice a difference in my glute tone. It starts to sag and separate. Now, all this single leg work is going to lift it and pull it inward and upward. And then we pulsed, guys, 8. Hold, inhale. And we hugged it in. We rolled it down. We held it in. We straightened out the leg. And we pulled in the shin. Breathe it. We did some ankle rolls. All right, nice job. Other direction with those ankle rolls. You'll see these a lot. I have tight ankles. You can also hear me pop and click my ankle, okay? So I do a lot of ankle rolls. So we're going to move that. And we're going to do an exercise called rolling like a ball. So I said we were going to go back to abs. Roll the shoulders back. Pick up your toes. Stay flexed like a ball. Okay. If you have a band, you can tie yourself up like a present. We're going to inhale. And I was like, God, I hope I get up in my demo. Let's do it again. It's that fine line with momentum and flexion. I had to edit out one that I didn't make it up. I almost didn't make it up there. I'm going to put it at the end for bloopers. Inhale. I'm going to show you guys starting this week some edits out. Okay? Breathe it. Okay? This is not a yoga move where we're going all the way up and all the way down. I do that sometimes with my classes. This is staying in a tight little leg, and you can see how hard I'm working. Now we're going to do one more. And then slowly roll down to the mat. Straighten out the legs. This is a V-sit teaser variation. I'm not very good at them. A lot of people aren't, but we're just going to do our best. Inhale, arms over chest height, nod your chin. Start to slide your heels in. Draw yourself up into a V-sit. You can come up to a V-sit. You can come into the straight. I don't do the straight leg. You can come into it, okay? I'm going to put my feet down. Inhale, I'm going to raise up because I have better form when I do. All the other does is tighten up my hip flexors. So for me, that's not great. But a lot of people love to do these. Exhale, roll down. You want to straighten out like a full teaser? Please do. I don't because it's not a good thing for my body. Inhale, arms over chest height. I mean, that's what it would look like if you wanted to. Inhale, raise it up. Exhale, it's not that I can't do it. It's just that your abs don't cross your hip joint. So when you think you're getting more ab work, you're really not. Maybe just from balance. But so that's why I like a V-sit teaser or a feet down option. Nod, chin, curl, flex. You can roll it up, flex it up, or straighten it up. It's up to you. I have some clients who do teaser no matter what. You can hold the back of your shin. Do you see how I am strong in certain parts of the class? Certain parts, I'm not. And that might be you, but in a different section of class. But here, you can just modify. Or maybe you modified on the glute. Chin curl. Remember I said abs, glutes. But this was abs, actually. Or feet down, which is what I prefer. And roll back down. Nice job. Okay, so that was plenty of ab. We're going to move the yoga block. We're going to get our towel. We're going to do a plie glute bridge. All right? Towel's optional. Hands down by your sides. You could try 4 and 8 on a clock. So 6, 7 and 5, 4 and 8. I think that's right. Not so great with the clock. My clients always have to say, no, that's 10 and 2. Phil, roll the shoulders back and down. You're in a plie position. Your heels are on. Your feet are off. Heading out to the corners of the room. Your knees are following the line of that. Okay? Hips, knees, and ankles. Exhale, press it up. Okay? And exhale, press it up. And press. Okay? I do this sort of inner-outer thigh thing. When I look down, I see outward and then I feel inward pull. I don't just let my legs splay out. Do you see what I mean? I feel the inner and thigh and outer thigh working together. Now, if you want it harder, overhead, don't touch the floor. All right, we'll be resting. Okay. Now, arms are going to go up over chest height and we're going to stay up in bridge. We're going to pulse up your right glute and your left glute, and your right glute, and your left glute, and your right, and your left, and your right, and your left. 4 more. It's 4. 3. Good. 2. 1. Now, we're going to lift the heels in space. We're going that sequence again. 8, 7, 6, 5. This is harder on my calf and my balance. I'm like all over the place. I've seen this on Instagram 1,000 times. I wanted to try it too. And maybe I need my 4 and 8. I think I do. It's squeeze it right. Or let's squeeze left, guys. Squeeze left. Right. My calf was like, what the heck? Listen, I've never tried it. I would call this daddy long legs, this exercise. This is your daddy long leg bridge. And I've seen it so many times on Instagram. I just wanted to try it out. If you need your heels down, please do. Wow, that was intense into the calf. And then my balance was all off. Okay. If you're still up in the air, roll your heels down, right? And then inhale and roll it down. Wow, that was crazy. That was intense. All right, let's cross like a 4. We are done with that abs butt series. And right on track, it is that 10 to 12, maybe even 15 minutes. Okay, here we go with the ankle circles. Roll those shoulders back and down. We have our right leg crossed over like a 4. We're going to hold for at least 30 seconds. If you've been taking my classes and following along during quarantine, you know you need 30 to 90 seconds, 90 seconds on your tighter side. That is going to be different for everybody. That is why I don't hold 90 seconds, but you can always switch the ankle circle. You can always go back and stretch more after class. And now let's switch. Okay, so we're going to circle one direction. And I'm thinking of that story to get that 30 seconds here. I believe we held 30 seconds on the other side. Same thing, 30 to 90 seconds. We're not equally tight. That's why I don't hold the stretch the same throughout classes. Go back and stretch where you are tight extra. That's your homework. Did you hear my ankle? I don't know, I have the mic on, but my ankle just cracked. That's why I do these. One more. I believe that's about 30 seconds. Now, a little yoga roll up. That's flat-footed, rounded back. That's different than rolling like a ball. I'm doing a stretch here. That's using a little momentum. Yoga roll up. Okay. Yoga roll down. And then we're going to do reverse abs. Optional for the towel underneath the butt. You already know from weeks before you can grab an anchor. On this side of filming, I don't have anything to hold on to. That cabinet wouldn't open properly for me to get my hands in. So I have no choice but to roll over this way. However, I'm going to hold the towel today, and I'm going to separate and pull down on the towel. Maybe you can see my arms contract. I can feel them, okay? Holding in the abs. I'm rolling with control. I have been putting these in. I mentioned to my students, and they said, Phil, we love them. You don't have to tell us why. We love them. They're hard. The modification would be here. If you want a little bit more flexion, it's here. You've probably done 1 or 2 more. Let's continue on with the set. If you want to lengthen the legs, that's harder. I don't. Remember that hip flexor stuff that I was talking about earlier? But I'm going to do it for a couple. You know, I tend to shy away from the stuff I'm not good at too. Don't we all? I mean, we love to go in and do the exercises we love to do, right? So I'm going to do a couple. And that's optional. That is like, in my opinion, advanced to my body at least. Okay, that's up to you. You could lower and lift your legs if you wanted to. If you love the legs going down and up from the torso, add it in. Roll the shoulders. Good. I do not mind it. It is hard. I do not love it. I don't love things extending away from my hip because of old injuries. But if you love it, you can add it in. Or you could just do the rollovers. To me, that rollover is heaven. All right. Return the feet back down. Then we're going to bridge. And with this towel here, you can just stretch. Yoga block. Grab it. Oh my God. Guys, that's heaven. That is heaven. Breathe it. You can use a foam roller under here. A barrel. I have clients who have the Pilates barrel at home. You can get it on Amazon. It's like about $220. I don't have a barrel. I have a trigger point block. I do have a Bosu, but I think I don't own it. I think it's a HealthWorks Bosu. I think I signed it out and brought it home during quarantine. I mean, they're going to serve me my papers and tell me what I took, and I know I took a TRX, and I bring it back when I come back. But that Bosu, I think, is not mine. The ball is. I will never give that thing up. That's from 2008. I think I told you in one of my other videos. That's on YouTube, though. Roll the shoulders back and down. This feels amazing, guys. If you want to add in a little hip release, okay, make sure. This is not a traditional yoga block. This is a trigger point foam block. So just make sure it's really under you. This releases this hip. I'm going to show you a little deeper. I'm just lightly pulling down on that towel. This is all optional. You could lie on your side and pull this heel in to meet the butt and do a quad stretch that way. But I'm literally obsessed with what we're doing right now. And then we're going to take it back and then return. I believe I have this in one of my Instagram videos, and I hold my own hips up with my hands. I'm not going to show that today because if you've got that yoga block, a mini ball, or if you're lying on your side doing your hamstring. So you would lie on your side, pull this in, okay? So it's your option. So I pointed that toe, pulled it under. All right, and we'll keep that down. We're going to tuck the other knee in to do a hip release. We're hip releasing this one. This knee coming in is allowing us to hip release. I'm using my phone for the first time. I was using my iPad. I'm like, I can't see my hand. Can you? This side. All right, and then we're going to breathe. 3. Oh my God, this is such a good stretch, guys. And return. Again, a mini ball, bring it out. A foam roller, a bolster would work. If you have a fitness bench at home, some people have home gyms. Do that stretch also off the side of your bed. All right, so now we're going to do a couple of side lying variations. We're going to be practicing balance today. What I'm about to film for last week that you're going to already have done is going to have a lot of side forearm positions. So we're going to take it all the way down to the mat, and we're going to work with stability and balance. Now, there's a couple things. I mentioned that this is a yoga block-esque device, but it is foam. This is not heavy like a yoga block like we have at the club. So the idea is going to be balance. Now I work on this with clients in the gym, and we use a shoe. You want to find a spot, and I do not think this trigger point block is going to work for me, to be honest. So I'm actually, after I show you how you tiptoe yourself down, I don't have any kids, but I assume that when you get them down for their nap, you tiptoe. I say this all the time in my classes. You tiptoe out of that room so quietly. You know where all the creaks on the floor are? You do. And if you are a mom, you know what I mean. And if you're a foster mom for puppies like I am, you know what I mean. You just got that baby to sleep. You need to get out of the room and into your own bed. And you tiptoe out so you don't make a sound. You're so careful. You know how to do that. That's what you've got to do with the yoga block, or this is a foam block. Now, I'm going to keep it for as long as I can. But listen, I did not think I was going to, because this thing is so light. Its ability to fall off is so great. So I had my towel ready to go and folded, because if I needed to, I could have used the towel, and the towel would have been fine to hold because it would have sat on the whole surface of my leg. So I'm just in neutral. Guys, when I tell you toes face the front, heel face the back, if you do not keep this position with this block, it's either falling back or it's falling forward. Okay, so now, I don't know if I could do this part, but this is your hamstring curl. And then we're going to extend it out. Okay, and in the gym, I have to turn my toe in, but it wants to duck out, wants to turn out. Like when they say duck foot, I can't get a full hamstring curl, guys. This is so light. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going. Okay, I like to usually edit it out so it looks perfect, but I'm not doing that today. I had the towel ready to go. Now the towel's gonna be a lot easier. A heavier yoga block would have worked better for me. So this is actually working. I mean, right? You're seeing is believing. It's working. Okay, so, and I'm feeling a nice hamstring burn. I'm feeling a nice glute. I'm feeling down through the side of the leg, TFL, tensor fasciae lata goes into your IT band. So if you're tight in your IT band, I'd actually recommend you stop foam rolling your IT band. One more, keep going. I would foam roll your TFL, the muscle that turns into it. Okay, so if you dropped it, which I'm going to give you guys, I'm being real today. I do edit out a lot of mistakes, but I'm being real. I'm in one of those moods. Now, I'm going to keep that bent. I just went and got my towel, and now I'm going to pulse back. And I've done these variations before, but the element, and keep my upper body back. And you see how once I got it back on, it's back on, it's staying on. Holy cow, hamstring. It's also adding a little bit of resistance, okay? If you cannot get this principle at a yoga block, or if you can't get this principle, add an ankle weight. If you can't get this principle, add an ankle weight there, or nothing. You should feel it. One more. Now, guys, straighten out the legs. Breathe it. Let's try some backward circles. I'm only going backwards. Why? Because we live in a forward world. You saw me lose the towel. You saw me in seconds put the towel back on. If every rep you're dropping the towel or the yoga block, I'd say leave it alone and practice without the video. I wouldn't get up, down, up, down, up, down. I would find something you can do. You can put a band, I showed you in a couple of videos before, a band wrapped over under the knee and wrapped over the leg, and there's resistance for you. But this will really help you feel that side leg and teach you. I'm going to show you right now because we are done. I'd like you to bend both knees, and then we're going to open into a T shape. But if I turn my foot out, I'm losing the towel. If I turn my foot in, I'm losing the towel. That's what I was going to show you guys quickly. So keep both knees bent. Open out into your T shape. Nice. Breathe it out. All right, so that is my towel yoga block concept. You can also use the shoe. One of my clients asked me, is it something wrong with my shoe or is it just me? I'm like, it could be the shoe. And then just after that, she was able to do the whole thing. It just depends on, first of all, your mood. Secondly, how you situate it on the side of the thigh. Find something that works for you. I really felt the towel was a good variation. Okay, so let's take it back to center. And let's switch our sides. We want to try to do what we did on the first side on the second side. I'm gonna keep it on. I'm gonna keep it running. I can't promise that I'll do that every week. Pilates instructors are perfectionists. We want to show you what looks good, but I'm showing you the real. All right, if you're already down, you are lifting and lowering. All right, I'm gonna try tiptoe, slowly. I showed you. Now I want to move my knee back. But if I had lifted and moved aggressively, now I'm straight. Okay, we're going to lift and lower. Okay. I'm just about in the position. I just wiggled my knee back. Now I am. But I wanted to kind of wiggle my knee back. We're just lifting and lowering. And like push up and wiggle back. But I knew I was going to lose that yoga block. There are a lot of concepts in Pilates that we already know how to do. That's what I try to ingrain in my clients. How do I do that? How do I do that with control? But there are things that you do in your daily life that you're already doing, and that tiptoe out of the bedroom is a key, like, visual imagery That's what they call it, imagery. Now I'm going to go into the hamstring. I don't know if I can keep it. And what's interesting is, will I be able to keep it on this side and not the other, or not at all on one, or not at all on both? I probably will switch to the towel just to keep it even, but I want to see if I move really carefully. For lateral glute, I just sunk my heel and I felt like I was going to lose the yoga block. Like, I feel like I could do all of these with the yoga block, even though pretty challenging. By the way, my bottom ribs are off the mat. Guys, you just saw me double my balance on this side. I am clearly, my right side's the injured side. I always say it's easier for me to lie on my right side and be stable. I'm going to leave it. In theory, whatever I did on my right, I should do on my left. But I am showing you guys the difference today. I hope you're learning. I hope you want to learn. I think I said early on in the workouts or in one of my YouTube videos, if you don't want to learn, I'm not the right trainer for you. But circling it back around to that imagery, we know how to do these things. Just be really careful. Pulse it back behind you. You saw me not be able to hold this on my right side. You saw it. You saw me switch to the towel. You saw me drop the towel. You saw me put the towel back on. I didn't edit that out today. But I'm clearly better on this side. Do I have homework? I almost lost it just now. Do I have homework? I do. I have homework. If I don't do my homework, I'm not going to get better. But, okay. So I knew. You heard me say I was going to drop it. But my leg was on fire. Now, backwards circles. The leg's a little back. And now we're going to go backwards circle. My leg is on fire because that's how hard I was working my lateral butt to hold that neutral. So if you've ever heard your instructor saying you're turning your leg out when you should be in parallel, you're turning in when you should be in parallel. If you haven't heard that, maybe your instructor is not a Pilates instructor, but if you work with a Pilates instructor, they'll tell you those things. My leg is dying. My leg is burning. Anyway, long story short, guys, this is a definitely different style. I'm in one of those moods. It's like Thursday afternoon. It's almost the weekend. It's almost the freaking weekend. We're going to get one more, and then we're going to bend that knee. And I'm so happy we're going to bend that knee and just chill out for a second. Lower that down. You saw those variations. Proof in the pudding. I have a lot of work to do on that right leg. I will tell you right now, my herniated disc was on my right side. My piriformis syndrome is on my right side. My piriformis externally rotates my leg. What should be harder? Staying in parallel and keeping a yoga block on the leg in parallel. Did you see how quickly I could get that leg out when it was a towel? I could not do that with the yoga block, right? So let's open to the T and stretch it out. So that is how the body works. Your instructor is not perfect, although I filmed to look like we are. Look at the difference in those sides. I have homework to do. And that's why I have chronic pain. It's intermittent, and I can get out of that pain with trigger point and physical therapy. But it's chronic because it's always there with me. It's just not all the time. I don't feel it. That's why I call it chronic intermittent pain. I have it sometimes, but it's always it's chronically the same pain. I feel the same pain. Does that make sense? Okay. So we're going to take it back to center. And then we're going to come all the way up and we're going to work into planks. I'm going to repeat an exercise because I love it. It's called the dolphin dog. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, I want you to press those legs out and then draw back in. Exhale to press. Draw back in. Now, if you love downward facing dog, it's just downward facing dog. Dolphin's on your forearm, dolphin dog. Downward facing dog is on your full arm. Okay, choose whichever one you want. I'm going to look for 4 more. I'm just staying off my wrist because of all my tablets, and then I'm going to be editing videos tonight. So my fingers are going to be in use, so I stay off my hands. Okay, press it back. Come on. Press it back. Nice. Back. Back. Nice job. You chose your down dog or your dolphin dog. It's up to you. Okay, stretch. In this position, just slide it back. Elbows to thighs. Press it forward. My hands are on the floor. Slide and forward. Slide. Forward. Slide. Forward. Stay here. Roll the palms up. Spread the fingers out nice and wide and roll the palms down. Roll the palms up. Roll the palms down. Roll the palms up. Roll the palms down. One more time. Roll the palms up and down. Take a nice big inhale, nice big exhale as you roll it out. Shoulders over ribs, ribs over hips, hips over heels. Nice job. Now we're just going to finish off with a runner stretch. And we're going to take both hands, been teaching this the last couple weeks, to the inside of the leg. Okay, if you have your right leg forward, that means both your hands are to the left. Roll the shoulders back and down. Feel the elongation of your spine and the press into the hip. All right. Then we're going to push it back to neutral, and we're going to sit down onto the mat. You can either elongate the back leg or keep it bent. And we're just going to walk into your pigeon. If you need your yoga block, okay, I feel tilted on the yoga block, so I would just rather get down to the ground. Don't squeeze your hands. Don't interlace your hands. Maybe you want your yoga block here. There we go. That is for me. Nice, guys. All right. We're going to come up and out of it. Okay. We're going to bring our knees back together and then walk our left leg out and the hands to the right side this time. I don't know if you could hear my ankle with the microphone, but just clicked. That's why I do a lot of this, because I'm looking for the click, which actually worsens arthritis. That's why we're not supposed to crack our knuckles. But my body does it without trying. Like, I don't know I'm doing it, and then I hear the click, and then I realize I moved to make it happen. But my brain's not governing that. The limb is. Okay, drop back in. Then we're going to just sit down onto that floor. So we found that stretching down, and I am so tight in my left glute, it's nuts. And then I just realized this block was really nice. Just know that mine's really foamy. Okay, so that's why it's comfortable. But if you have one of the harder yoga blocks that worked better on the side lying, there you go. Wow, is the towel and the yoga block just such a fantastic combination? You might see this, guys, in the next couple of weeks as well. This towel is so yummy. I love this towel. Check out my Instagram. I'm going to be doing giveaways with some towels that are similar. It will require you taking a screenshot of doing one of my videos. Maybe this one. Okay, roll it up. So if you take a screenshot of you doing one of my workouts, you'll just read the post when it goes up. Follow me on Instagram, Phil_Bodiphy. That's the name of what I do, Pilates, yoga, and barre. And if you take a screenshot of either you doing the video or me on the screen and you're mad out, like I know you're about to do the video, you'll be entered in to win. Right now it is one of the sweat towels. It's either red or black, whatever I have coming to me. And then I can either send it to you or you can pick it up. So in any case, thank you guys so much for joining me. I worked out a little bit more how I like to work out today. So if you like this style, then you want to do my workouts that are on YouTube or on my Instagram. I hope to see you guys next time.